Hello everyone. So welcome to this video. Here in this video we are going to discuss about different plants and different type of trees. So as you know, a variety of plants and trees around us, right? A large variety, and they also differ in size, different shape, different color of leaves, flower, fruits, sheaths, right? The bark, that means the skin of the trunk, okay, is different. The smell of flower, fruit, everything is different. And also they grow in different season, right students? But one question I have, that whom do these trees and plants belongs to? Do you know this? The answer is us. Yes, plants and trees belongs to us, all of us. They are very important part of our environment because they purify the air that we breathe in, and also for life, because in our life they provide us obviously oxygen. They provide us food, fruits, vegetables, flowers, and also many more things, right? They give shade and they provide shelter to many birds and other animals, right? Now another question is, they are doing a lot of things, right? So who look after trees? So in towns and cities, the responsibility is given to the government. So government bodies like municipal corporation or municipality, so they plant trees along the streets, then gardens, they make gardens, they plant trees in the parks, okay, and also they have responsibility to protect them. So for that they used to build fences, okay, then metal cages, and to protect them from being eaten by the cattle or being uprooted or trampled upon. So government used to take full responsibility to protect this. And also in case of like young sapling, so they used to give covering so that means the sapling can grow properly. And the saplings are also watered by the water tanker, okay, which is sent by the local authorities. Because you may also have seen in our around the side of the roads, there are so many plants used to grow. So that one used to be done by the municipal corporation or municipality or local authority also, so that these plants, when they will grow up, so they can purify the air, okay. And in the rainy season, these young trees get enough water from the rain, okay, because as you know, for survival everyone needs water. So plants also need water to grow. So from the rain they get enough water to grow, okay. And as you know, that trees are very important part of wealth and resource of a country, because so many things are producing from plants, right? So that is a very good and very important resource, okay, for our country. So I think you know about forest department, right? So the forest department is in charge of protecting trees that grow in the forest, okay. So the forest of every country are protected area. So there in wildlife sanctuaries, in biosphere reserve, so there also forest department used to protect the plants, okay. So wildlife sanctuary means, students, wildlife sanctuary means it's an area where animals or birds are protected and encouraged to breed, okay. That means for reproduction also this area used to help. So that is called wildlife sanctuary. And biosphere reserve means, students, it's a place where plants and animals both are protected, okay. Piece of protected area for plants and also animals. And in these areas also plants or trees used to grow. They also plant trees, okay, for forest every year. But in some cases it has been found that people used to cut the trees. Okay, so the trees in the forest, what they do, they used to number the trees. Okay, that means every tree has a number. Okay, so that nobody is allowed to cut them. Okay, but unfortunately still some people used to cut down the trees and make money by selling them. So it is the responsibility of the forest department to prevent the cutting of trees, because cutting of tree is very much serious issue for our environment. That is a great threat, because you know that trees are what, purifying everything. They prevent global warming. Okay, they prevent means they balance the oxygen level, right? So we should not cut them. Always we should what, plant more and more trees. Okay, so there are strict rules regarding the cutting of trees. Okay, but in case of in some cases, if need to cut, okay, due to some problem and all, so in that case written permission is required. If you have written permission, then only you can cut a tree from the forest. Okay, but that written permission is even for cutting a, means not only from the forest department, like the area of forest department, but also for your private land also you have to you should means get a permission. Okay, so that you can cut the tree. You have to give a valid reason that why you want to cut the tree. Okay, so what we have to do, students, always we should prevent and always we should protect the trees, prevent the cutting of trees. We should plant more and more trees every day. Like this year also, in the 5th of June, in the World Environment Day, we all did a very great job, right? You students also, I have seen so many students planted so many trees. So now you if you think that so many students, like our school is having like more than 400 students. So if each and every student, including teachers, okay, everyone will plant a tree, then in a year how many more trees are increasing. So you are also taking a part in improving our environment to purify the air. So that is a very good step. Okay, and always you should encourage others also to do that. Now let's talk about some common trees in our neighborhood. Okay, so this is in your page number 56. Let us find out some interesting thing about few common trees around us. So many common trees are there. I think you can see around you, like neem leaves. Then here people leaves are there, and also so many other trees. Okay, so let's find out some interesting thing. So first of all, you see in the first point it is given, the leaves, bark and sap of the neem tree are bitter but have medicinal qualities. You know about neem tree, right? So all the parts of this neem tree, they have medicinal properties, and they used to make medicine also. Okay, medicine, soap, toothpaste. Okay, and they give more oxygen than any other plant. Okay, so always at least you should have neem plant in your home. Okay, because they purify the air most. Okay, that means they produce more oxygen, which is very important for our life.
Next is banyan.
Tree is a huge tree that attracts many birds, squirrels and insects. It has aerial roots. Okay, so what type of root banyan tree has? Banyan tree has aerial roots. Already in the earlier video I told you. Now the peepal tree is considered sacred and is worshipped. Okay, so peepal tree, you know, like we used to worship it. We believe that Lord Shiva used to sit under this tree, so we used to worship in that way. So its leaves have a beautiful shape. You can see it's very unique, and the shape of the leaves are very unique. Okay, and I think you know about bale leaf. They are also very different. Like in one leaf you will see 3 sections together, like this way, three leaves together. Okay, that is also called wood apple. So that is a wood apple tree is a medium-sized deciduous tree. Deciduous tree means in every year it loses its leaves. Okay, every year it loses its leaves. In the spring season, again new leaves used to come out. Okay, so it has thorny branches and three pronged leaves. Okay, I told you about this. Okay, so this unique leaves, they are three pronged leaves. Okay, you can see three pronged leaves, and it also has some medicinal quality. Okay, and the fruit is used to make sharbat also, bale sharbat. Okay, it's a very tasty to drink. Now if you see the next
The wood
point.
of kikar tree, that means babul tree, is also used for making several items. And also next point is tamarind tree. So tamarind tree, especially for making food, we use tamarind. And about the khaya tree, so that is also used for making handles of knives or sword. Okay, then about amla tree, so this is also called Indian gooseberry, and it is rich in vitamin C, which is very very important for our body. And they are also used for making hair wells and health tonics, and also for making chutney and murabbas.
Now let's talk about domestic plants. So by the word domestic means that the plants which we grow in home, so that is called domestic plants, and they are very useful for us because they can provide us oxygen, they can give shade, and also they give us fruits and vegetables and flowers, right? So example, you can see I have written tulsi, mint, coriander, curry leaves, some flowering plants also we grow in our home, right? And if some people are having large land, so in that they can grow fruit trees also, fruit trees like guava, lemon, jamun, papaya, lychee, etc. Okay, so the kind of trees that grown depend on the means type of soil, and also the climate of the region, and also the season. Okay, in different season, different fruit plants or flowers used to grow. And some trees are ornamental. So ornamental trees means what, student? They add beauty to our garden and they use for decoration. That means practically we do not get anything from these ornamental trees, but they add the beauty, means they look very beautiful, and for decoration purposes we use ornamental trees. Okay, examples are Ashoka, ficus, Kachnar, Kadamba, then Dakhor Polak. Okay, so many examples are there in case of ornamental trees, and some of the indoor plants are also can be considered as ornamental trees. So some points I have written here, students. So some people used to live in forest. Okay, so they are known as tribal people or also called Adivasis. So these people used to live on plants and trees, okay, that grows in the forest. That means they used to depend on that plants and means trees only. Okay, so that tribal also eat young shoots of bamboo. Okay, and inside the banana trunk. Okay, so they used to take out that and they used to eat that. Okay, which is very tender, and they eat the roots of some plants also. And students, about the forest dweller, that means these people like tribal people who live in forest, so they have a good knowledge of medicinal plants. Okay, because they used to look after the forest, as well as they, because why they look after, because their life is depend on them, right, in that forest. So that's why the forest dwellers, they are the best protector of the forest, and also they have good knowledge of medicinal plants. So yeah, that was about your chapter. Here we come to an end of this chapter. I hope you understood and enjoyed this chapter very well. And students, here in this chapter we have done several practicals, so I think you have enjoyed. And students, when we are relating our practical, means our daily life with our study, then it helps us to gain more and more knowledge with our better understanding. So everyday students, like whenever you will read, so you try to relate it with your real life experience, then it will be very much easier for you to understand. Okay, so in the next video we will start something new, but before that you try to solve the exercises, and shortly I will also give you the answers for it, but you should try at first. Okay, thank you.